Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to a new episode of Love Relationship. It has been a while again, but this has some reasons, and this is what we were going to talk about today. Because there happened some real love, well, I don't know if it is connected to love relationship, but shit in our space. And I think it's important that we talk about it also because we learned that sharing can be very healing for yourself and also for others, because we're not the only ones going through stuff. So, do you want to talk about what happened or not?
Yes. Well, lots of people already know because we we posted about it. That I don't know how long ago, 3 weeks ago?
It was 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, I woke up. I couldn't sleep, and I was lying in another bed because I didn't want Priska to wake up because I was very, very restless because I could not sleep. Well, at one point I finally fell asleep, and then I woke up with an incredible pain in my ear, like as if they were with hot, fiery
Iron
rods poking in my ear. And I already had for quite a long time some sort of a throb in my ear, that I hear my heartbeat in this ear, very present.
Already since March, actually.
Yeah, very, very long already. And I have been to the doctor with this, and they didn't know what it was, and they said it could be an ear inflammation, la-di-di-la-di-da. And I was also in treatment with I don't know how you call that, specialized doctor for nose, ears, and
throat.
KNO, they call it in Dutch. Well, they were busy with it, but nothing was discovered. So then this night, with the incredible pain, and I woke up Priska and I said, "Baby, we have to go to the emergency because this really is not good." And I was also having imbalance problems, that I fell to the left. So we, in the middle of the night, we drove to the hospital, and there they made a CT scan where they could not find anything. But the pain was so really hurtful that they gave me morphine and other painkillers which I had to take. And then we were sent home back again, but this actually helped a bit to make the
pain go away.
Yeah, but also to make the problem more clear or more important to the doctors. And
yeah, finally you got some hearing there, actually.
Yeah, finally got some hearing. And I had, in this week, I had already planned through the nose, ear, throat doctor an MRI scan for my head. So I went to the hospital then, and I went into this MRI machine with the contrast fluid put in my veins. And it always takes a week before you get the result. So we had to wait. And then in the morning, because I already had blood pulled to examine certain values of my blood, or certain levels. I don't know how you call that, blood values.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, before we would get the result of the MRI scan, I went to my GP, general practitioner, because he wanted to tell me something about the blood. So I went to the doctor, and there he told me that the blood values now were actually exactly the same as before my lymphatic cancer had been diagnosed in 2010. So my doctor was a bit alarmed, and then I told him, well, I have had an MRI scan as well for my head, and then he looked in his computer, and then he saw, and he actually was not allowed to tell me already because the doctor in the hospital should have told me this, but he already told me that they found a meningioma. I don't know if this is an English word, in my brain, and this is a tumor, which in 90% is good,
benign, or benign.
And in 10% can be malign. I
don't know if this is a word.
Evil. So this was, these two things, the blood and the tumor, I heard at my GP, and then I came home. When do you want to take over?
I don't know. Yeah. Well. Yeah, it's quite. I'm still a bit messy, I have to admit, because it just happened 5 days ago or something. And to be honest, I already was quite. In Swiss German, we say we're sitting on nails when you are not comfortable and you really are just needing to know. And because when his doctor told him that he had to go to his place, because normally when you get like your blood examined, you just get a call and they say, yeah, it's all good. And if you have to go there, mostly, this is already a sign. And I just was scared out of my skin, actually, but I tried to keep it calm but I was upstairs when I heard him coming home, and I don't know why, I just already felt that something was not good, the way because normally he's very very swift in the things he does, and I just could hear that something was not good. And I just came down then the stairs, and then he was standing there with this paper in his hand, and I asked him, like, yeah, what is it then? And he started to cry immediately and said that he just said, baby, I don't think it's good. And for me, it's very hard to explain how this felt for me, because it's like the closest thing that I can explain what happens is like if somebody would just grab your heart with such an iron fist and just squeeze it together. And I felt like I really almost had to vomit on him because I was so scared. Yes, I just tried to listen to him and try to find my stable place somewhere, because I don't want to be the one breaking down when he's the one getting such a bad information, because his doctor was really badly alarmed and kind of, I don't know, I was not there, and when I listened to him, it sounded a bit panicky. So I just thought, yes, this is it. We're having to fight with cancer now again. Not again, that we had. I was not there yet with him, but So this scared the shit out of me, especially because I am already very tired, and we went through so much in the last 2 years. He for himself, me for myself, and I just felt shit. I don't know if I can do that, and I don't know. Of course, I can do it, but I just don't know how. And this is what from my side how it was.
Yes, and I was scared as well, and I told Priska, and when she came down, I said, I think we have to fight again against cancer, because really I thought this would be it. And then we went to the hospital, and then this doctor said, well, it's a small tumor somewhere located there. Therefore, I have this ear constantly. But she said, well, I'm not really specialized in these things because it's concerning the brain. So we are going to send you to the neurologist. And I have an appointment in 1 week now. So we have to wait for that.
Yeah, and we already planned. We already planned to go for a few days away before everything happened. This was just a plan, and we just saw it through. We went there, and or did you want to say more about the hospital thing? Because they actually didn't have any information at all. She was like just because I asked her why then the blood would be so bad, she then got a bit alarmed and said, "Oh, let's take it on emergency then," because otherwise she just would have put it into, "Oh, it's just another little tumor thing." And because I was a bit like, I just was like this, and quite emotional. I think she thought that it was a big bitch, but I just asked questions, and then they put it on emergency, and this is why he gets now this more information about it from this neurologist.
Yeah, but to make it, because we can talk for hours, to make it a bit shorter.
Sorry.
Since then, I have been in contact with the hospital where I have been treated for my cancer in 2010, and they did again some blood tests, and in the end they said, you don't have to worry because your blood actually looks okay. So the fear of that the old lymphatic cancer could have returned is now not there anymore. So this was really great because they really put effort in it to inform us as quick as possible. So actually yesterday we got a phone that this is good, that this is positive. So the only thing we have to worry about now is for next Tuesday what kind of tumor it is and how they are going to treat it. Because what I read is that small meningiomas, brain tumors, mostly when it doesn't cause real troubles, then they just let it because it's very slow grower. Sometimes it doesn't grow at all anymore. So part of me is afraid that they will say that, like, yeah, you have to live with all the inconveniences, because I really have lots of headache and I really have to take painkillers and sometimes even still morphine. And this ear throb really drives me bonkers because it's really so present and it's not like in the background. Sometimes it's really hard. So this takes lots of energy from me as well. So I hope that they really can do something about it. And if they cannot treat it with medicines or shit, then my wish would be that they would take it out, because I really don't want to live with this throb and this pain for the rest of my life. But this is something for the future. So at the point where we are now, the biggest thorn has been pulled out. I don't know if this, but I think people know what I mean. And the beautiful thing was we went on this holiday, our small holiday, and we were walking the most beautiful forest in Holland, in the east of Holland, to the German border. And then Priska actually said at one point, "Baby, I think you have to stop to fight against things, and maybe it's time now to start fighting for things." And then I thought, yeah, she really is right, because I have been fighting against cancer. Now I have been fighting against this tumor in the head. I had to fight against burnout. I had to fight against a job I didn't like anymore. And this actually is such draining energy. So we really made a pact there in the woods that from now on we both would at least try, because you always can fall back into the old habits, that we really want to do our best to fight for things. So
because we're fighters, that's the thing.
So I'm not going to fight against the brain tumor, but I'm going to fight for my health. And I know it's a little difference, but in the end I think it will make big changes if you can change this, transform this mindset.
Yes, and perhaps at one point it doesn't have to be fight anymore, but fight sounds at the moment as the right term, because it's really empowering.
Mm-hmm.
And it really, let's be honest, it just is a fight sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
Which is good as well.
Yes,
because
of
for
course.
me, fight is not always connected to negative images.
So, I'm wondering, because like I know that because we posted about it, we had a lot of resonance towards it, or actually
lots of people reacted.
Yes, did I say?
Yeah.
Resonance.
Okay. The same.
Yes, and we got many tips about how we could treat it, and we were so grateful. We were looking into these things and feeling into these things, but we believe in the strength of the mind and of love, and of course also of nutrition. We were very into this and are looking into that, and but what I actually also heard is that people were grateful that we were sharing it, and because to be honest, I went through hell and back. I don't want to make it any better. For me, this is I tried to be strong, and partially I know I'm strong. I know that, but I was like on my knees. I was crying my heart out, and I know that this is something that I still have to look into myself as well, because I have the wake up call myself as well. But what would you say, because you were in it, you were sticking into it? What do you say to a person who has to deal with the same things when they don't know what's going to happen with their health, or even if they know that something is not good?
Actually just to allow every feeling that is passing your brain, passing through your body, because I think every emotion or every feeling should be
Validated.
Valued for its worth. Because you have these like positive people who always say, well, I have cancer, but I have to stay positive because this positivity will heal me. But then they push the negative feelings away, and I don't believe this is a very good thing. I really think that if you have negative feelings, you should not like stick to them or drown in them, but they should also be allowed to just be there. And I'm naturally quite a positive thinker. Also, when I had my lymphatic cancer in 2010, which altogether the treatment and diagnosis was like a year. But there was one time when I really was very, very down and really was thinking, okay, I'm not going to make it, I'm going to die here. But the rest of the times, I actually felt, well, this is not my time and I'm going to make it. And not in a cramped way, like, oh, I have to be positive. But this is just how I work. But also, like 1 week ago when I heard the news from my GP, I was really scared and really upset. And then, yeah, these feelings are okay as well. Just let everything be there, and yeah, and then when you are able to do that, then you naturally also can value the small things in life, because we tend to bite ourselves into small, quite insignificant things actually. And these kind of experience always, well, open your eyes again to, okay, let's not nag and whine about the petty things, but just, yeah, look for the beauty that's around you, and just see all the great things that you do have. And I know this is what you will read in all the things, all the books, all the blogs. So, but once you live it, you really feel that it works this way. And it might be a cliche, but I think cliches most of the times are very, very, very true. So yes, this is what I would say to people, and what Priska already said, like self-care is always good. Not only when you have such a thing like taking care of your food,
just yourself, how you sleep, that you get rest, that you pause, that you don't stress yourself out. it's your life. My God, it's your life, and this is the time you have. And well, this was for me also such a wake-up call, because I feel like the last few months I so tried to do everything so well and to be the perfect this and the perfect that, and I wanted to live up to my standards, and now I feel like, what the fuck? What am I even trying to? Whom am I trying to prove that something? Because this is my life. This is what I have. This is it. It's not like going to happen in when this and that is arrived. It's now. It's always now. And yeah, this really was for me such a big wake-up call.
So what we now decided, both of us together, is that we are going to have fun. So I immediately ordered 2 tickets for the cinema, and we are planning nice things we want to do. We also talked about, okay, how will I proceed in the current job I have? So we are really busy with looking into that as well.
Really decluttering, I think.
Decluttering.
Yeah. Decluttering, because this is the precious time we have. And also, because I really learned because like really I am easy to be drawn into the drama. I know that. This is just how I work. And you are such a role model for me to stay in the moment and to be, and you really even, I mean, like, I really was devastated, and I didn't try to hide it from Bas. When I had to cry, I cried. It's not that I thought like, oh, I have to be this strong and you'll be fine, because I was scared to death. I was just scared to death, and I didn't try to hide it. But even though then, like, he made me, we were in these gardens of Appeltern, and we were making a mini photo shoot there, and he really made me forget it, because we just had so much fun, and I realized it's not what we have. This is it. I mean, like, we never know. Also, like, if everything's fine, everything can change in a blink of an eye. I can just drop dead. Point. This is it. This is it. How it can work. So let's just enjoy this life and really see the preciousness. No, it's not a word. Just how precious everything is. So. Yeah. And also, like, this doesn't mean that we just only have fun, but it's really about just being aware. Being present in your life.
Present, and therefore allow everything that happened.
Yeah.
Not pushing things away, but you, as a person with power and with willpower, you can change things by getting into the flow and putting your mindset into creating positive things and focusing on things in the future, how you would like it to be, or maybe already think that you already are in this situation, so that you, in your energy and your feeling, you already can feel what it would bring you if you would be there.
Yes. Like, actually feeling now how you want to feel there, because this is actually all we want. We want feelings. We want to feel a certain way, and we can feel it like that right now. We cannot change the things, but we can change how we judge the things, how we perceive the things, and this changes worlds. And this.
Yes.
And I'm very, like, of course I cannot say this was the most or is the most beautiful thing that ever happened in my life, but I already see that there are so many gifts for me in it, things that I can learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, true. And I see that as well, and the I think it's actually some kind of stupid that we need these negative things in life to see what it's all about again. But yeah, this is how it works. Like in living the day-to-day life, you get like swallowed by things that have to be done, and then you sometimes forget things, or they get more to the background, which is okay as well. But I think it's really important to do it at least once a week, but better like every day, to have one little moment where you
Set intention.
Set intentions where you
Give it
feel into
back.
what you have,
Yeah.
what you want to create, what you want to take from the world, give to the world.
Just being here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this.
So this is what happened here, or is happening here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, really thanks again for all the love. I actually cannot believe how much love showers we got from people that don't even actually know us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just so much gratitude for all this. This means the world. This really means the world to me.
Yeah. To me as well.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. If you have any question, I think you would be willing to answer these, though.
Mm-hmm. Of course, yes.
Also about your past experiences, and also if you have any questions for me, but of course I'm not in Bas's skin, but I can just tell from my perspective, from the outside, how this was or is for me and how I deal with it. Yeah, so that a wrap.
Yes.
It is a wrap.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Watching again.
And yes, to another chapter in our lives and your lives, perhaps. Much love.
Doei.
Bye.
Bye. Yes.